Hello, welcome to Lord Havoc's Marvel Champions Custom Content Stream Extravaganza. I'm back with some more Buffy on this very, very hot day. Hopefully this will go quick because it's very hot and I can't have the aircon on while I'm streaming, so let's see what happens. Now I've actually got a bit of a twist on the Buffy coverage. I've made a couple of changes since my last stream on season 7, so a couple of minor changes. Nothing too extravagant, mainly like rules, fixing up the mechanics and stuff, but also making some changes to the villains to sort of make it a little bit more exciting based on Jackson's feedback. After the game, I stopped recording and then Jackson and I sort of discussed the scenario and stuff, and he had some feedback on the villains. So I've sort of messed around with the villains a little bit, sort of like changed the abilities around and sort of to try and sort of balance them out a little bit, so it's not just one that's so obviously bad and one that's so obviously tough. Sort of make them sort of all kind of balanced a bit. Hopefully that works. And he also pointed out some some wording problems, obviously, like that. I've got another issue as well, where some of the cards are green and some of the cards are blue, and I don't understand how this is, because if I look at them in Photopea, they've all got the blue background. None of them have got the green background. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know how this has happened. No, it's the other way around. They've all got the green background and none of them have got the blue background, but for some reason some of them are keeping the blue background. So I don't know, we'll have to ask for some advice in the community and we'll see how we go. But that's not the twist. The twist is that I'm playing a Buffy hero that's not mine. I've often said how much I hate Angel as a character, and I've kind of put it off on making him. But now I don't have to, because RyCoRan, otherwise known as SuperTNT, has made his own. He also made a Buffy, which I haven't played and don't intend on playing because I've already got my own. But he made an Angel, and that excites me because now I don't have to do it. So thank you, because now I don't have to make this asshole. So it's good. I'm very pleased. I would have done it slightly differently, but I did have an idea for him that was slightly different than this, but that's fine. It doesn't really matter. The only thing that I'm going to do is all of my characters have got a team trait, which is either Scooby Gang or Angel Investigations. All the Buffy characters have got Scooby Gang and all the Angel characters have got Angel Investigations. So I'm just going to pretend that he has the Angel Investigations trait, so then I can use my custom aspect cards that are the Angel cards. So he's got Angel Investigations for as far as we're concerned. On his hero side, we'll follow the same rules that you would follow. He hasn't got an A, but he does have it on. I don't know, just to make sure that everything works. But yeah, let's give it a go. He's got a sort of a alternate. He's got like a double-sided upgrade sort of thing, like quite a few of my ones do. That is kind of like Willow. You get a certain amount of counters, and then you go into Crimson Shift, and you become bloodthirsty. Not too sure where Crimson Shift comes from. That's not a term in the show, as far as I'm aware. But I would have just called it bloodthirsty. But anyway, it's essentially the same thing. +1 hand size and all that sort of stuff. So that's pretty interesting. The rest of it, though, yeah, he gets soul counters and he spends them as resources, and after he uses a basic power, you put on cell counter. So it looks like he's going to blood shift, crimson shift quite often. It is interesting to note that there's no way to get back unless you're in AE. So, which makes sense. I mean, that's pretty standard sort of mechanics, right? So either remove 2 threat from a scheme, or you flip Crimson Shift back to War from a Heart, and then you go back to sort of normal Angel and stuff. So pretty solid mechanic. I mean, SuperTNT knows what he's doing. I mean, it's pretty solid stuff. I'm not going to go through all the other cards. We'll see them as they show up. I'm playing leadership, and yeah, I'm going up against season 7. So let's set up season 7. Shuffle the 6 villains together. There they are. Put the villain deck. Forces of goods in play. Then choose and put the chosen allies aside. There's all the chosen allies. After a villain is defeated, place 1 light counter here and remove 2 threats from the main scheme. If any time there are X+1 per person light counters here, the players win the game. If any time there are 0 counters here, the players lose the game. X is 2. So it starts to play it with 1, so you don't just automatically lose. Otherwise, that would be some pretty bad design. And I'm playing solo, so I have to get to 3 counters. Yeah, 2 + 1, 3. Yeah, I have to get to 3 counters. Flip over. Oh, I've got some chat. Actual Jackson, another early stream. Yeah, it's my Saturday. I actually would have been a lot earlier, but I had chores. So yeah, stuff to do. I didn't know you were awake. Anyway, Craig74 says, disappointed it's not the puppet version. Oh, okay. I will actually show the puppet version. I'm not, because the puppet version looks dumb. Just looks dumb, which is weird because the episode with the puppets is great. It's great stuff. I actually think this is going to sound very weird coming from me, but the Angel show as a whole is better than the Buffy show as a whole, which is a strange thing for me to say because I hate Angel as a character. Angel himself is just a stupid character, but all the people around him in the Angel show are great. And the storyline's much better and all that sort of stuff. The only time Angel kind of goes off the rails is when Cordelia sleeps with Connor and they create Jasmine, like sort of towards the end there, sort of stuff. And that's basically, it's all based on behind the scenes stuff where Joss Whedon is just an arsehole. He's just an absolute arsehole. And because he and Charisma had a falling out, and I don't know the particulars of it. No one will ever really know the full truth, I suppose. But I mean, she got pregnant or something, and I think he secretly wanted to. Oh, it's probably slander. I probably shouldn't say that. Anyway, there was a falling out, and he just turned her character into a moron, which is so frustrating because she had so much growth. I mean, she starts in Buffy obviously, and then transfer across to Angel, and so. She had so much growth, and she was great. She kicked ass. She was smart. She was capable. I mean, all like I said, all the characters around Angel are cool. So, and then she just does this weird thing where she has sex with Connor, which is really odd and kind of incestuous because he's essentially kind of like her son, sort of. I mean, she's not obviously she's Darla's son, but you know what I mean. It's just weird. She's like a mother figure type thing. So it's just Whedon being an asshole. So. But then it all comes back around and is better again with the final season where they go up against the circle and all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. So there you go. Actual Jackson, 8:36 p.m. Didn't know I was awake. Oh, well, there you go. 8:36. That's handy. Cool. Okay, so it's 8. So it's always 8 hours. I should note that down. I should write that somewhere because I will forget. It's hopeless. So it's 8 hours. So back. I mean, back for me, but forward for you. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah. So anyway, there's the. Oh, I'm sorry. I sort of lost track there for a second, talking about how much of an arsehole Joss Whedon is. The episode where they get turned into puppets is called Smile Time, and it's hilarious. It's great stuff. Spike sees him because Spike is there as a ghost and sees him but turned into a puppet, and he calls him a wee little puppet man. It's great stuff. But this artwork is just awful. I hate it. I hate everything about it, and I'm not too sure why because. It is just what he looks like in puppet form. It just looks weird. I guess it's because I hate Angel, really, to be honest. I don't really know. Anyway, I'm going to use his real artwork. Let's go. Let's do it. Evil Everlasting. Flip the top villain card face up. The Master. When revealed, the first player resolves the Master's special ability, and the special ability is to stun your identity. That's not a good start. That's not a great start. Yeah, that's not great. When the villain would activate, no villain in play, flip to a card, blah, 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 go over this, starts on 1. 9 is the bad number. And the master has 12 hit points. Cool. Alright, SuperTNT didn't include a hero board, so I'm just using spikes. And that's pretty much it. Yep. That's it. Cool. Let's get some cards. Shuffle first, so there's no cheating. Get some cards. Alright. Okay, so we do get one angel card in here. Guardian Angel. Defense skill. When a friendly character would take any... Cool name. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all of that damage. If you have the Bloodthirsty trait, deal 2 damage to an enemy. Okay, cool. Awesome. So I assume that's going to be the same for all of them. All of them will have a Bloodthirsty type trigger, I would assume. That's what Super sort of does. It's kind of his thing. I've got upgrades for allies that I don't have. So let's try and get an ally, I guess. So get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this one. Okay. Alright, let's get 3 cards. There we go. Okay, here's another angel card. Senshu Path. Thwart. Remove 4 throw from a scheme if you have the Bloodthirsty trait. Stun and confuse an enemy. Oh. That's nice. No ally. I'm playing leadership and I have no ally on my deck. That is incredibly disappointing. So, can I trigger this to go straight away? Hero action. Spend a wild resource. Flip this card. Have I got a wild resource? No. Did I just threw out a wild resource. Oh, bummer. That would have been cool. I'm going to flip to Angel. After Angel uses a basic power, place 1 soul counter on him and the Wolfram Heart support. And it can be spent... Oh, each soul counter can be spent as if it was a wild resource. Okay. Okay. I don't really have any need for... This is a bad opening hand. I'm gonna use sidearm to put in endurance and get some health at the very least. Get rid of my stun. Doesn't count as using a basic action though, does it? After Angel uses a basic power, place 1 soul counter on him. Did I use my basic power to get rid of the stun? Stun says the next time this character would attack, discard this instead. I don't think he actually attacked. I don't think it classes as an attack. So I've got a terrible hand with nothing to do. What a bad start. I am going to get rid of Senshu Path and reinforce suit. Just keep this. Just keep the defense card. Oh man! All right, some more angel cards. Conviction. That's a great picture. That looks sick. Superpower. Choose. Heal 4 damage from your identity. Why would conviction be a superpower? His conviction, you'll never know your strength until you've tested it, is a power? I don't think so. That doesn't that doesn't gel. Choose heal 4 damage for identity. Give Angel a touch. Okay, cool. Upgrade Broadsword. Restricted. Angel's basic attacks gain piercing. Sweet. He loves these swords. After you defeat an enemy, exhaust Broadsword. Draw 1 card. Okay. And a useless resource thing. Although it is wild. Yeah. So I guess I can use it to flip. Alright, one on here. The Master activates. When he attacks and damages, you are stunned. I don't want him to stun again. But I do have this defense card though. Guardian Angel. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all of that damage. If you have the Bloodthirsty trait, deal 2 damage. So, yeah. It's pretty sweet. So I'm just going to just take it. 4. And then use... power at all of us. No, I want to use that to use Conviction. To use Guardian Angel. I'm not bloodthirsty, so I don't get 2 damage, but I do prevent all the damage. Let's get an encounter card. Eternal Scheming. When revealed, the villain schemes with +1 scheme. Excuse me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, this is a bad start. This is not a great start. I'm going to overpay for my sword. And I'm going to power in all of us to trigger hero actions, flip this card into Crimson Shift. I'm now bloodthirsty. I'm going to attack for 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. I didn't defeat him, so I don't get to draw a card. That's fine. It is. It is. I now have +1 hand size, so I'll get 6 cards. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here's Lorne's. He's one of his signature allies. Uses the same card, same picture that I used for my Lorne ally, which is pretty cool. Great minds think alike. Lorne Mystic. My Lorne has the demon trait because he actually is a demon. After Lorne uses a basic power, look at the top card of the encounter deck. You made this card, that card. So that's pretty cool. 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. Pretty cool. It's got a card. Always good. Inspire, make cool. Alright, Century Path is the right. Smile time! It's getting all fanny. Attack. Deals 7 damage to an enemy. If you have the Bloodthirsty trait, this attack deals 1 additional damage and gains overkill. Cool. And strength. Sweet. That goes on here. He attacks. I don't have a defensive card. And I really, really, really don't want to be stunned. So I'll defend. Although that, I mean, it's essentially the same because I don't have anything to ready anyway. So, but hopefully Lorne can come in and start doing some stuff. So attacks for 4. So he still stuns me anyway. Oh man. Oh wait, I should have counters. I should have counters. That should have a counter. Oh, that's not in place. So, when you use the basic power, put a counter on him and Wolfram and Heart. It's not in Wolfram and Heart. I flipped it, so he gets a counter. I just defended. He gets another counter. Cool. Anyway, so he still stuns me because he hit me for 1. My defense is 3. So yeah, bummer. Let's get the encounter card. I actually get 2 encounter cards because I'm currently bloodthirsty. Evil Machinations, when revealed, place 2/3 on the main scheme, resolve the special ability. 2/3 on here, resolve the special ability of the villain. The villain's special ability is to stun, and I'm already stunned, so I don't worry about that. But the 2/3 on here triggers this. Remove all threat from here. Deal each player a face down encounter card, which I will have to deal with now because I'm still in the encounter stage. And remove it. Oh, I just lost. Alright, let's reset. Let's reset. That was a terrible, terrible, terrible opening hand. that's right. We can just do that. Let's go back down to 11. I'm going to say that Master is still the villain, so I'm going to start stunned. Let's go back down. Let's grab that in there. Actually, no, I'm not. Alright, let's just start again, right from scratch. Put that in there. That there. Flip back to AE. Shuffle that. Alright, let's shuffle the villains. Let's get the villain. Drew. Special. Discard 6 cards from your deck. Great. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. 1. On here, she has 11 hit points. It should probably only be 10, to be honest. Get a counter on there. AE. Alright, sweet. Let's do it. 6 cards. Okay. That's a better opening hand. That is a much better opening hand. Okay. Oh no, I want to stay in AE because I want to suit up. Although, I still have a mulligan. You know what? I'm going to mulligan Lawn. Mulligan Lawn, Parent all of us. Let's keep the sword, and I want to suit up. So, how many is this? 2. Okay, that did not turn out how I wanted, but I'm going to suit up anyway. So, Gen Energy to suit up. Search for an ally and an attachment that can go on that ally. So, what are my options? I've got Lawn, who I just threw away. Fred. Okay, and then in his deck we've got, because I think he comes Iliara. I think he comes with 2 signature allies, if I remember correctly. Is Cordelia, is she an ally or a support ally? Oh, I put Hawkeye in there. Jenny. There's my version of Cordy. Wesley. Gun. Alright, there's a few options, as you would expect. And Gun is in the deck. So after Gun enters play, stun an enemy. So that's pretty good. Cordy, after Cordy enters play, choose to either remove each soul counter from a heart or ready your identity. Doesn't have any. But I could flip, because she goes to your hand, so I could get her, flip, do something, get back, ready. Okay, she's too expensive to play, so she gets shuffled back in. Hawkeye is a pretty good choice, so I can kill some minions. I don't really need Cordy. In fact, I should probably just take her out. Cordelia Chase. I don't have Scooby. Oh yeah, I do have Scooby Can allies. Do I? Yeah. Jenny. I'm gonna take her out of the deck because I didn't know I had a Cordelia Chase. It's pretty happy. Moving counters, I don't know if I really need that, but she does ready. That's pretty good. Stun. red, draws a card. I think I need gun or Hawkeye. So she was in the graveyard, she was in the deck, she was in the deck, he was in the deck. So gun or Hawkeye? I think gun. Yep. Oh, and I also need to grab an upgrade. Grab an upgrade that can go on him. An upgrade that can go on him. There's none in there, so let's go grab something from here. Inspired. That can go on him. That's a legal target. Shuffle the deck again. Alright, so now there's options. Let's Team Angel. Sidearm and Guardian Angel to put gun in play. He stuns an enemy. Boom. Thank you, gun. Gonna flip up. Gonna attack for 2. That gives me and Wolfram Hart a counter. And I can use that counter from me, not from Wolfram Hart, to give him inspired. And then he'll attack for 3. Cool. Don't have my sword, but that's right. It is what it is. Let's get some cards. Although I could have just flipped immediately. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to say I spent this as my hero action. Oh, yeah. I had that in my hand from the start. So, spend, choose to either move 2, 3, or flip Crimson Shift. Oh no, where's the thing that says that I can flip it? Oh yeah, here. So hero action. So before I did that attack, I spent the sword to flip Wolfram Hart, and then attacked, which means there wouldn't be a counter. So that means I did an extra point of damage. Cool. That's a cool picture too. The Crimson Shift picture. It's great. Alright, ready. So now I've got it +1 hand size. I spent my counter. Cordy, Wesley. Yeah, okay. Alright. So 1 on here, she's stunned. And I get 2 encounter cards because there's the hazard icon. So counter card number 1. Place 2/3 on the main scheme. 1, 2, and resolve the special, which is discard 6 cards from your deck. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second encounter card. The villain schemes with +1. Did I shuffle this deck or what? I don't know if I shuffled the encounter deck. Oh, wait. Something's horribly wrong here. Schemes with +1 scheme, triggers again, and I just lost. I just instantly lose. It's obviously broken. What the hell is this? It's happened twice now, and it's never happened before. How is this happening? What the hell? Yeah, something's not right. Have I added extra cards? What have I done? What have I done with my tweaking? I've tweaked it all the way into a no-win scenario, and that's bad. I didn't change this. What have I done? Well, this is broken, so I'm going to put this aside and come back to it, because this is not very interesting television. So let's throw this aside. Let's go get Angel's Obligation. It's actually called Angel's Obligation, which is great. I love that. I'm just going to grab Klaw, so I can actually play Angel, which was the main intent of the stream. Search counter deck for just for network. Shuffling encounter deck. When revealed, discard cards from counter deck until it means discard. Okay, shovel. Discard to get a weapon. Okay, sweet. And then Defense network. We start on 0. Defense network starts on 3 because it has 1 additional. He has 12 hit points. We all know how he works. All right, Angel. Finally, let's get an actual game in. Shuffle cards. Yo, Dipson. Yo. Alright. Suit Up is pretty good to get in your opening hand when you're in Alter Ego, but I also got 3 allies in the opening hand as well, so it's pretty good. Alright, so here's a new one. Caritas Karaoke Bar. Caritas demons sang their secrets. Angel came hunting Francis. So did the wrong people. This scheme does not count. That's an interesting picture. It's like he's gone fan and he's... I mean, the perspective is completely wrong, but that's pretty cool. I like it. The scheme does not count against the player's side scheme limit. When defeated, each player finds a minion and an ally and puts it into play in their play area. That's cool. That's a nice little touch. You get a free ally, but you also get a minion that you have to deal with. That's pretty sweet. I like that. I'm going to keep that. I don't need this. I don't need 3 allies. I don't need Lawn. Buy Lawn. I don't need Suit Up since I've already got 2 allies. Alright, let's get rid of those. Get 3. Okay, Sidekick, don't really care. Guardian, Angel, his defense card is good. Inspired for the ally. Alright. Yeah. Let's do it. Hawkeye and Sidekick will pay for Fred, who gives me a card. That card will pay for Inspired. Fred will ignore the Weapons Runner and get rid of this. Guardian Angel will put in Karaoke Bar. Oh, actually no. I'll keep this. And I don't need to spend to put in Karaoke Bar. It's free. What am I doing? I'll keep this in play for a second, and Fred will actually get rid of this. I'll just clear it straight away. When defeated, each player finds a minion and an ally and puts into play in their play area. And just puts it into play. So what I'll do is let's do this. Let's do Hawkeye. Put him into play. Give him his counters. This is working out a lot better. This is a game actually works properly when the scenario is not broken. So he comes out, and then I go find a minion. So find means I go search for one. Which is clearly going to be a weapons runner. Which comes into play. It came into play. I'm going to remove a counter. And kill him! It's amazing how that works. Alright. And that's before I even flip. I haven't even flipped up yet. Crazy. Alright, I flip up. And yeah, I might as well just kill the other guy, right? Well, the angel can thwart too. Actually, you know what? I will actually. Yeah. He'll thwart. He gets a counter. Wolfram and Hart gets a counter. He'll thwart. And we're done. Okay, so Fred gets a consequential. Hawkeye gets a consequential. Angel has his counter. Okay, alright. We're good. Let's get some cards. Probably could have done a little bit more efficiently, but that's alright. That's a pretty damn good opening hand. Pretty good, damn good opening. Alright, I've seen all these angel cards, so that's fine. We can move on. Threat on here. He activates. He has 2 boost cards. Why wouldn't it be? It doesn't have victory. The player side scheme is in the encounter discard. Why would it? Oh! Thank you, Craig. Thank you, buddy. Ugh. Embarrassment. Thank you. Weapons runner. No, what am I doing? He's attacking. He's attacking. I'm just going to take it. Because I've got Guardian Angel. So, I think we're good. I'm going to take it. And if he does something outrageous, I'll take care of it. 2. I can handle 2. I'll take the 2. Weapons runner hits me for 1. Card. Villain schemes. Love it. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that should be on 6. Cool. Okay, my turn. Heal 4 damage. Remove 4 threat from a scheme. Bloodthirsty, confuse and stun an enemy. That's pretty sweet. I would need to trigger, spend a resource. I can spend the resource that's an angel to trigger it. I'm just gonna do it. Boom. Does this stay? After there are 3 soul counters, remove each soul counter from here and flip this card. But I triggered it. I triggered the flip from this effect though. So should this stay on here? It doesn't say that it doesn't, so I'll just leave it on there. I gain Bloodthirsty. I get +1 defense, +2 attack, and +1 hand size. Sweet. So now that I'm Bloodthirsty, I am going to energy to Shenshu Path, remove 4 threat from a scheme, and stun and confuse. Cop that, bro. Cop that. What else have I got? I don't really need to heal 4. So yeah. I'll team training. Keep my allies alive for at least 1 extra activation. Why the hell not? Fred's got nothing to do now because I've already done all the work. So she's just going to kick back. But Angel himself is going to kill this guy. Take that. Then should I flip down? Because I'll get 7 cards. Yep, I'm going to flip down. Why the hell not? Alright, 7 cards. That's madness. Love it. Love it. Oh, I got a new card. The Powers That Be. That's a new one. Cosmic Entity. Play with the top card, because that's when Cordy becomes a Powers That Be, which is pretty cool. Play with the top card of your deck, and an awesome picture too. Exhaust the Powers That Be. Play the top card of your deck as if it was in your hand. Reducing its resource cost by 1. Well, that's a must. That's a must-have. Wow. I mean, that's guaranteed to be going in. Very cool. Alright, one goes on here. He's confused. So, don't care. And then again, we get two encounter cards. Boink, boink. The first one is Shadows of the Past. Hey, hey! It's happening. Have I got a way of cancelling it? Have I got any cancels? Okay. Cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. So his nemesis minion is Sarjan, and I'll be honest, I don't get that. I don't understand it. Why it would be Sarjan, I don't know. I mean, yes, he's dangerous, but he would be more Connor's nemesis minion, really. But anyway, here he is. Sarjan cannot take more than 2 damage from each attack. After Sarjan activates against you, place 1 throw on each scheme. So I get him. Daniel will go. Daniel holds. That makes a lot of sense. That's a great picture too. That goes in there. The beast comes out, and that gets shuffled in as well. So they get shuffled in. What happens with Iliara? Linked to a hole in the world. A hole in the world. Have I done something wrong? A hole in the world. What is that? Oh, I think that's my obligation. Yeah, I think that's my obligation. Alright. So the beast cometh. The ground trembles beneath its feet. A shadow spreads over the city. The beast has come. And he's awesome. The beast is very cool. 1, 2, 3. Allies cannot thwart this scheme or defend against the villain's attacks. Woof. Wow. When revealed, give each enemy a tough status card. Okie dokie. Give each enemy a tough status card. So he gets a... wait. When he became engaged with me, am I allowed to trigger this first? Am I allowed to trigger Hawkeye's 2 damage before this says give him a tough status card? I don't know about that. Anybody? It's 3 viewers. Anybody in the chat? Can I trigger Hawkeye before he gets tough? Craig, yes you can. Hey, thank you, sir. 2 damage on this arsehole. And it's not even an attack. So, but now he becomes tough. Alright, so 3. Allies cannot thwart the scheme or defend against the villain's attacks. When revealed, give each enemy a tough status card. Okie dokie. So he's tough and he's stunned. 3. Okay, everything's done. Alright. Well, that's exciting. Getting the Nemesis out. That's very exciting. Alright, still got another encounter card, so let's deal with it. Claw's Vengeance. When revealed, Alter Ego. Discard 1 card at random from your hand. Alright, let's press the randomizer. Please don't be the Powers That Be. Please. I'm begging you. Alright, I'm happy with that. Reinforced suit. That's fine. See you later. Okay, my turn. Yes, well, that's fairly obvious. Oh, wait. Let's do Wes first, actually. You know what? Let's do Wes first. 1, 2, 3. Let's do Wes first, because he will then draw me 2 cards. Aha! That's cool. That is cool. Alright. Okay, so allies can't get rid of this. So, let's do Angel's action. Spend a wild resource. Choose to either remove 2 threat from a scheme or flip over the Crimson Shift upgrade. So I will spend a wild resource, which unfortunately is what was going to be used to put Jenny into play, but that's alright. Well, I've got 3 allies now anyway. I can't even put her into play, so that's fine. 2, remove 2 threat from this game. Then flip to Angel. And then get rid of the rest of it. Boom! The beast cometh goes. That's a brilliant picture too. I use that picture for my reskin of one of the either standard or expert cards. I think it's expert. Yeah, I use that. Yeah, it's a magnificent picture. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now, I think it's fairly obvious that we need to get powers that be in, because bloody hell, that's great. Exhaust the powers that be. Play the top card of your deck face up. Alright, so the top card of my deck is Endurance. Awesome. Exhaust the powers that be. Play a top card of your deck as if it's in your hand, reduces resource cost by 1. Thank you. I'll do that. 1, 2, 3. Great. What a great card. Looks awesome. Very cool. Alright, should have gotten one of them. It doesn't have the thing on here. Oh yeah, it's not Wolfram and Heart at the moment. It's Crimson Shift, so that's good. Cool. So he gets a can. Okay, alright. So what to do? What to do? What to do? Let's use Wesley to knock the tough off of here. And then Fred and Thinner can do a point each. Because it says he can't take more than 2 damage from each attack. His arrow was not an attack. So 1, 2. So he's dead. It's a shame I don't have my sword, so I can draw cards, but oh well, he's dead. That's all that matters. So Fred gets a consequential, Hawkeye gets another consequential, Wes gets a consequential. They are still alive though, because I have team training. Well, Fred is at the very least. I can't afford Jenny, and I can't put her into play anyway, because I've already got 3 allies. So, boink. Yeah, I'm cool with this. Get some cards. I get 5 because I get +1 hand size. Yep. Alright, so Smile Time, we've seen that before. And Charles Gunn. It's pretty sweet. So Power and all of us will put Jenny to play when I need to. Oh no, Power Leadership. Oh! 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have Iliara out when Fred dies. Interesting. 1 on here. He is stunned against me, so nothing happens. I get 2 encounter cards. 1, 2. First encounter card is. So I kind of zoned out. What was the Hawkeye interaction I missed? Okay. I got Shadows of the Past, so my Nemesis minion came out, which is him. And also got my Nemesis side scheme, which is this. The Nemesis side scheme says, when revealed, give each enemy a tough status card. But Hawkeye says, response, after a minion enters play, remove 1 arrow counter from Hawkeye, deal 2 damage to that minion. So my question was, could I do the 2 damage to him before he gets the toughness from here? And Craig said yes. So I did that. Alright, so the first encounter card is, when revealed, take 2 damage, Klaw heals 2 damage. Okay, 1, 2. Klaw doesn't have anything to heal, so that's fine. And the second one is, Gan up. The villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. There is no minions. But the villain now attacks. He gets 2 counter cards. Don't have any defense cards, but that's right. Wesley will do it for me anyway. That 1, 2, and this has a boost effect, which is discard a card at random. Oh no! Now I can't afford Iliara. God damn it! All right, let's hit the randomizer, and it is Jenny. Well, there you go. Now I can still afford your Iliara. Oh no, I can't because it's asking for a bastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, I can still do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, I can still do it. Yay! So in that case, then let me get use Fred to get rid of that. Oh, Wiz is dead. Fred dies. Oh, I meant to play with the top card of my deck face up. It's so unusual, I forgot to do it. Okay. Play with the top card of your deck face up. Okay. Anyway, parallel sheet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will give me Iliara. The card I use to put her into play will be to put under her will be Power Leadership. They all get discarded. She now has +2 to everything, which means she is a beast. And now I'm going to take advantage of that. Angel will get rid of the tough because I don't have piercing at the moment, which is a shame. This doesn't give me piercing. I missed the tough came from the sides game. If the tough came from the minion Hawk, I would hit the tough instead. Yeah, I agree with that. He gets a counter, and that doesn't because it's still currently Crimson Shift. I'm fairly sure that that's how it works. So if that's the case, what I'm actually going to do then is spend 1, 2, and reduce the cost by 1 by powers that be, and spend small time. Sorry. Deal 7. If I have Bloodthirsty, which I do, it deals an additional damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. He's down to 4. Which means Iliara can take him out because she's currently at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's at stage 2. Comes in with 18. I go get Immortal Klaw, which I'm pretty sure is in here. Nope. So it has to be in here. Oh, it's the very next card. There you go. That was well timed. 3, which means he goes to 28. Everything else is the same. 3 on there. Larry gets a consequential. I'm going to save Hawkeye. You know what? I think I might actually flip down. He gets 7 cards again. That's madness. I really should say +1 hand sizing hero form. I just want to make sure I'm doing that right. Spend a wild resource. Choose to either remove 2 threat from the scheme or flip over the Crimson Shift upgrade. I'm just going to stay in Crimson Shift. Why would I not? I mean, I can handle an extra encounter card. It's fine. Oh, I've got to play on my deck face up. I forgot that. Sandshoe. Okay, cool. Alright, yeah, I'm going to flip down. Bugger it. Take a chance. 1 and then 6 more. There's my sword. Great. Love it. Oh, here's a new one. Carpe Noctem. Hero response. After you spend this card, deal 1 damage to the villain. 2 damage instead if you had the Bloodthirsty trait. Cool. I also use this card for this image, sorry, for one of my cards. Buffy's nemesis is Angelus, and I use this picture for him. Cool. Alright, 1, 2, because of acceleration. He activates against me, which is a scheme. He schemes for 2. 1, 2. I get 2 encounter cards. Tiger Shark comes into play, and Assault. This against Surge, because I'm in Alter Ego. And becomes, when revealed, either spend blah 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 or exhaust his character you control. I guess I will spend it. I don't need the sword. It's fine. Fist. Energy. Mental. Oh, meant to play with that card up face up. Yeah, Fist, Energy, Mental. Alright, paid. Thank you. Alright, so now I get Tiger Shark to deal with, which is fine. I am going to... I was going to wreck, but I'm not going to now. I think it's better if I just kick the crap out of him. So I'm going to flip up. Oh, he should have 2 damage as well, because of Hawkeye, who I was saving for that very reason. So what is that? Power of leadership. Okay. Genius will pay for Senshu Path. Remove 4 threat from a scheme if you have Bloodthirsty, Stun, and Confuse an enemy. So 4. Actually, I think I'm better using Iliara. Yeah, you know what? I'll leave the 3 on there. I'll use the 4 off of there, and then Stun and Confuse, which will be Claw, because I'm Bloodthirsty. So that's that taken care of. I will use Carpe Diem to pay for Reinforced Suit, which I'll put on Iliara. And then after I do that, I'm Bloodthirsty, so I'll do 2 damage to a villain, which will be him. Then Angel will kill Tiger Shark, because he's currently doing 4 damage. See you later. He gets a counter. Iliara thwarts for 3 at the moment, so she'll get rid of Immortal Claw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He goes down to there. She gets a consequential. Hawkeye will just kick back and relax. I don't need to play that card from Powers That Be. So we're all good. Ready. Get 6 cards. 1 plus 5. Oh, there's only 2. So, boom, boom, boom. Oh, 3 encounter cards now. That's pretty bad. Get another 3 cards. Sweet. Alright. 1 goes on here. He is stunned against me, so that takes care of that. And then I get a counter card from that, and a counter card from Bloodthirsty. First one is Whirlwind. Sweet. Next one is Caught Off Guard. Discard an upgrade or support you control. An upgrade or support you control. I'm going to get rid of Iliara's reinforced suit. It is what it is. She doesn't really need it. And then Armor Guard, another one, comes in with toughness. Where's the sword when you need it? Where's my piercing? Okay, I survived the 3 encounter cards. What can I do? Cordelia. After Cordelia chase, choose to either remove each slot counter from a card or radio identity. Okay. Does find also mean your hand? Can you find from your hand? I'm pretty sure it does, right? Find. What happens when you find? When you're instructed to find a card, search each area where the card could be found. Play area, set aside, play hand, play. Okay, cool. Sweet. Craig says, I feel like there's meant to be a major downside to Bloodthirsty, but I don't really think there is. I think you're right. 100% think you're right. There's obviously a disconnect here that is not quite working, because an extra hazard to get +1 defense, +2 attack, and +1 hand size, great. Plus it triggers, it does all the triggers all the kickers on any card that has a kicker. Who cares? I'll take it. Awesome. I did a similar thing with Willow, where her card is Magical Addiction. So when she casts a spell, she gets a counter, and if she gets a certain amount of counters, she becomes Dark Willow. But when she becomes Dark Willow, it says you now have to cast spells. If you don't cast a spell, you get a counter on here, because you are magically addicted. So if you don't cast a spell, you get a counter anyway. And then if you have a certain amount of cards, it flips you back again. A certain amount of counters, it flips you back, and so you essentially calm down. And I think this is a similar sort of idea. I personally, I would make it that something forces you to calm down, because nothing does. I'm absolutely positive I'm reading this right. Nothing says that I have to flip down. So I think the simple fix is that it forces you to, and just have the same thing. So on here it says, after there are 3 soul counters here, remove each soul counter from here and flip this card. Should have the same text on here. After he does a basic response, put a counter on Crimson Shift, because it says put a counter on the Wolf from the Heart support, which is this one. So you use a basic counter, a basic ability, you get a counter here, you get a counter here. Okay, cool. But now that card doesn't exist, so this now doesn't do anything. So if it says put a counter here, Wolf from Heart support and Crimson Shift, that fixes the problem, because every time I use a basic power, I get a counter on here, and then as soon as it gets 3, cool. Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. It should also say -1. -1 thought. 100% should say that. So yeah, I think it's an easy fix. I think it's an obvious problem with a very simple fix, which is just add the text and Crimson Shift on here, and then boom, takes care of it. Oh, and have the flippy force response, flippy flip on here as well. Not a lot of space for it, but I mean, sure, you can find a way. And I think that's essentially it. And then he will be balanced, because at the moment he's not. I'm just chewing through like I have not a care in the world. Oh, also the +1 hand size in both AE and Hero. I just don't think that it's very powerful. I mean, 7 cards. I mean, if he adds the and Crimson Shift thing that we just discussed, if he adds that, then that's fine. That's cool because you're only going to get to have it 3 times, and then you're going to be forced to lose it. So that'll go. But yeah, as it is at the moment. Anyway, as I've determined, find also means Charles Gunn, and also this I think this is possibly too cheap because I'm going to put this in for free. It's either too cheap or it should be a victory card. I think it should be a victory card because I get to do it again. It's only 2. The Steam does not count against your scheme limit, but I can still use things to get rid of it and stuff. That's great. Done. So that goes in. I'm going to put... I'm going to thwart it away. Like it's just, it's just instant. I'm going to thwart it. Get rid of it. I then go find a minion and an ally. I'm going to find Gun. Oh no, find Cordy. Put her into play. Boom, she's there. I get to ready. I should have a counter on here. So I get a free Cordy. I'll go find a minion. I'll just go find a weapons runner. It's put into play. Does it still search? Does put into play mean still search? Put into play. I think that would still trigger the search, right? After the card is revealed? Because it wasn't revealed, it was put into play. It won't search. Okay. Sweet. So yeah, so there's no downside here. I've got a free Cordy, I've got a weapons runner who, let's face it, who cares? Cordy readied me, which is great. Meant to play with the card. I've got a... What's this? Okay. I've reached my ally limit now, which is fine. Oh, because when the weapons runner came into play, I'm going to trigger Hawkeye. Kill the weapons runner. Although I should have probably triggered it for these guys. But I don't have to. It's not a force response. It's just a response. So I'm just going to say that I didn't do it. I chose not to do it, is what I'm going to say, instead of the obvious, which is that I didn't do it. I'm going to powers that be and get a free inspired on Iliara, which is great. She's going to just flat out kill 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, she's 1 off. She's 1 off. So in that case, I'm going to Charles Gunn, who I can't afford, to give her a sidearm, and she's just going to just murder Whirlwind. It's consequential. So he's dead. Power leadership is going to pay for conviction and heal me for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hawkeye's going to knock the tough off of this guy. Angel's going to kill him. I get another counter. Yeah, it really should be both. It really, really should be both. And then Cordy's just sitting around doing nothing, so she'll get rid of this. I got a consequential. Hawkeye gets a consequential. Everybody's got their consequentials. Hawkeye's still alive because of team training. Iliara's still alive because she has +2 hit points from Thinno. And she has +3 hit points at the moment. Yeah. Ready? I'm going to flip down. Wait, did I already flip this turn? Did I flip this turn? I'll stay up because I can't remember if I flipped down, if I flipped up or down to this round. I can't remember. So I'm just gonna stay. I'm just gonna stay up, just so I'm not cheating. Let's get 6 cards. Yeah. One on here. He's confused, but it doesn't matter. He attacks. Cordy's jump. Actually, no. Hawkeye will jump in the way. Let's keep Cordy out. Cordy gets squished like a bug. Not Cordy, sorry. Hawkeye does. So Hawkeye dead. Two encounter cards. Encounter card number 1. Masters of Mayhem. Go find. Search. So I get to go find it, which is great. Search for a Masters of Evil. It'll be Whirlwind. Does he activate? I'm putting into play and then shuffling out. I didn't do anything like that, so that's fine. Bad Blood. All right, one of my Nemesis cards. When revealed, so Angel versus Spike there. Cool picture. When revealed, you are stunned. If you have the Bloodthirsty trait, take 2 indirect damage. So there you go. That's good. I'm stunned. I take 2 damage. So Nemesis gives you some stuff. It's not enough, but it gives you stuff. Alright, back to my turn. I've got this guy to deal with, which is fine, because Iliara will just kill him with one go. Bye! She's still alive. Oh, I've got to play my card up. What is it? Make the call. Okay. So I could make the call Hawkeye back. Or make the call Gun. Is it worth making the call for Gun? I think I will. Okay, so I'll play the top card of my deck, which is make the call, and do 1, 2, 3. For Gun. He comes into play. Oh, that was weird. When he enters play, stun an enemy. I'll spend a resource off of Angel to put a sidearm on him. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I'll just use that. Let's keep the resource. Who cares? Angel will attack to get rid of his stun. That's all he's doing. But then Gun will attack for 3. And Cordy will thwart for 2. She gets a consequential. Gun gets a consequential. Oh, that's meant to be face up. Genius. Okay. Alright. Ready. I'll keep Guardian Angel. And I get 6 cards. 1 plus. Oh no. 5 cards. Plus level 4. Okay. Just to confirm, it is actually hand size 5. Yeah, okay. Alright, there's my hand. Far more resources than I need. Way more resources than I need. Threat goes on here. He's stunned against me. I get 2 encounter cards. Armored Guard. Comes in with tough. No Hawkeye to take care of it. Daniel Holtz. He quick strikes me. So he's now that my nemesis. Daniel Holtz attacks gain piercing and range. Alright, so he quick strikes me for 2. I will Carper Noctem to pay for Guardian Angel. Guardian Angel says when a friendly character, which is me, will take any damage, I cancel that damage, which is the 2 from Daniel Holtz. And if I have the Bloodthirsty trait, I deal 2 damage to an enemy, which will be no, I can't be him. Oh, I can be him. It's not an attack. It's not an attack. Yeah, I'm just going to go straight to this guy. 1, 2 to him. And because I used Carpa Noctem, I have the Bloodthirsty trait. I can deal 2 damage to a villain. Boom. He's down to 9. And I haven't done anything else. He's out. Make the Call was going to inspire gun. Oh, that should be face up. Oh, it's it. It's game over. Powers that be will make this cost 1 less, and then I energy. Deal 7 damage. If I have the Bloodthirsty trait, which I do, this attack deals 1 additional damage and gains overkill. So he's dead. And then I do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I do 1 more. He's down to 4. Okay. Cordy will knock the tough off of this guy. Gun will kill him. And then Angel will kill Klaw. So yeah, so we've already discussed it, but that's essentially what it is, I think. There's a lot to like here. Smell time. I mean, smell time is obviously very cool. That's pretty standard SuperTNT type card. He saw it's great. It's a shame I didn't get it back again. I was very disappointed that I lost it. But you know, it is what it is. Conviction. But he saw it's cool. Guardian Angel, great name, great card. Carmen Noctem, great. Send shoot path there. Conviction. Side scheme. And he has 3 allies. That's a lot. But it is what it is. Yeah, so just going over everything from the start of the video, because I'll probably end up cutting some of it. That ridiculous period when I was putting Klaw together like an idiot. So yeah, so I don't really know why this card's called Conviction and be a superpower. Like conviction and the things that it does for you indicate his conviction, like his strength of conviction, which makes sense. But that's not a power. I mean, I'm stubborn. It doesn't give me a superpower called stubborn. I don't really get it. But that's a very minor quibble. But other than that, it's a good card. Sunshine Path, pretty standard stuff. Remove 4 threat. If I'm bloodthirsty, I stun and confuse. And that's pretty powerful for 2. But you have to be bloodthirsty to trigger it. It's a pretty standard SuperTNT type thing. 3 allies. 3 good allies. They all do good stuff. I do like the Cordelia remove the soul counters business so that you don't flip, but only if we make the changes that we'll discuss in a second. As she stands, she's essentially just a ready because of the way that this works. The other 2 allies, yeah, good solid abilities. Fair. Sunshine Path does what it does, great. Smile Time, great. Love the picture, love the name. love the ability. It's great all round. Very cool. Sword's great, as we said. Guardian Angel, great name. Actually, when I was making my angel, I planned to have a card called Guardian Angels as well. So, yeah, very, very cool. If you're bloodthirsty, you get to do 2 damage as well. Great, love it. And this is awesome, brilliant picture because I used it myself. Great ability, sweet, love the quote from After the Fall, which is great. Powers of B, absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. A must-have card, possibly too cheap. Maybe make it a 3. I don't know. I'm not very good with costing. I don't really give advice on costing all that much because I'm not very good at it anyway. But brilliant, awesome picture, a must-have. If you don't get this in your opening hand, I strongly recommend that you mulligan to get it. Absolutely brilliant card. All right, problem cards. So this is, I think, too cheap, or it should be victory. Either keep it as 2 and add victory, or make it more expensive, because I used it twice to great effect and had no downside. So it's the fact that I then put it into play for free, essentially for free, it's just super, super cheap and easy. I do like the balance of getting a minion as well. I like the theme of it. The theme of it's awesome. Picture's great. The theme's awesome. You get, because he goes in there and he'll have people that people that he knows that are friends, and because the demons don't like him asking questions, he stirs up trouble and gets the demon minion stuff. Thematically, it's on point, but I think it's too easy to cheese it. So I don't know if that's a problem or not. And then we got these ones. So as it stands, Cordy's ability doesn't mean anything because I'm going to shift to Crimson immediately and then just start going for it. So she's just a ready. That's all she does. If the suggested changes are made, which forces you to calm down and no longer be in Crimson Shift and go back to Wolfram and Heart, then she's awesome. She gives you an ability to actually control it a little. So that's that taken care of. And then, yeah, the suggested changes. As we said, I personally think it should say and Crimson Shift on here. And then on Crimson Shift, have the force response that's on Wolfram and Heart. So then you've got 3 rounds of each. So then it'll be flippy. And a game very rarely lasts more than, 6 rounds? 7 rounds? You're in for a bit of a slog if you're hitting 8 rounds. How many was this? I'd have to go back and look at the video. It wasn't a lot. So you're going to have at least a couple of flippy flips, which I think makes sense. If that's no good, then other suggestions, I guess, would be that you have some sort of trigger when he flips down to Alter Ego so that he does sort of help calm down, where it just automatically removes a counter. When you flip to AE, remove a counter from Crimson Shift, maybe? I don't know. It's not for me to say how to fix it. I think it does need to be fixed because, fix is probably not the right word, but it needs to be changed because there was absolutely no downside to being in this side other than getting an extra encounter card, and that really was very simply taken care of. In other encounters, it would be a problem, especially in my broken encounter. That would be a problem. But as it stands, just no issue. Flip to Crimson Shift ASAP, and the fact that you can actually do it on purpose, I think is spend a wild resource as a hero action, flip this card. Great. Thanks. I'm going to stay in Crimson Shifter now for as long as I want and just annihilate. So, also I think it should be -1 thwart, and the hand size should only apply to Angel's side, not Alter Ego side. Angel himself, though, great. 2/2/2, get the resource counters, all that sort of stuff. 4 rec, makes sense. He's a vampire after all. Artwork's great. That's a very, very cool picture of Angel. I've never seen that before, and I've got a whole heap of Angel artwork. I've never seen that. His AE side's a bit goofy, but he looks more like Edward from Twilight in this picture than anything else. But it's, classic broody Angel. I like it. Detective Vampire makes sense. Champion Vampire makes sense. So yeah, that's it. He's cool, and now I'm glad I don't have to make him. Now I don't have to do my version. So awesome. I'm cool with that. And we, people who want to play the Buffy content can, mix and match if they want with my stuff and SuperTNT stuff. It's great. Yeah. SuperTNT is who inspired me to keep going with my Buffy stuff. After I mentioned in my interview with Bubble as part of the Spotlight series, I talked about how I had started the Buffy project and gave up on it because I basically had no ideas. I sort of ran out of ideas and it wasn't really working, and also it was just really hard to find art for it, which I've just ignored now. I've just basically just flat out ignored it. I'm just using stills from the show. It is what it is. Obviously it'll never get sealed, and who cares? It's fine. I'll deal with it because I wanted the project to come to life. So I've used comic art for all the characters, the heroes, because you do that. You can find art for them. Some of them more than others. Finding Xander art was kind of annoying, but the rest of them, yeah, they're all, you can find art for them and stuff. But finding art for the scenarios is nigh impossible. So I just bit the bullet, just went with it. I know a debt of gratitude to Super for inspiring me to go dive back into the project, and he said he had ideas for his own stuff as well, and he's released them. So if you want to check out his Buffy, by all means go for it. Check out his Angel, go for that as well. I don't know what his other plans are, if he's got any other planned releases, but I'm sure he does. And that's it. I don't like editing, but I will edit out the incredibly embarrassing bit where I was fixing the Klaw thing. I think I might keep the actual broken, where it's revealed that my account, broken is probably a strong word. I don't think it's broken, but there's a problem. There's an issue. Where I died instantly 2 games in a row. That's not fun. It's already, you've already got to kill 3 stages of a villain, 3 different villains. So you want it to be exciting to be able to put up with that, because that's already annoying. So 3 instead of 2. So to have it so that you can die immediately is an issue. So obviously it's back to the drawing board. From the last game that I played with Jackson, it was it wasn't an instant instant death from that one, because we had 2 counters, because it's 1 per player. So that problem never showed its face. So more solo testing needs to happen. I might need to actually lose the counter when the scheme goes. It might be the only real problem. Keep them as cards, and then the chance of it happening is far, far less, I guess. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. If there's any advice, please leave it in the comments. If you think how I should do it. I'm thinking I might just remove it from here. The remove a light counter from Forces is good. Might just take that off. That'd be the easiest way. Because there's only there's only 2 cards. There's only 2 cards that take away a counter in the encounter deck. Only 2 out of 40 cards. And even then it only does it if the villain does damage to you. So because you trigger a thing. So this did it because... So basically it was a combination of these. It wasn't even this one. It's basically a combination of these 2, where it just basically just schemed out. So the simple, easy fix is to get rid of it from here. But I don't know. I think I might just do that. I think I've just talked myself into it. I think I will just get rid of it from here. Because each character gets a face down encounter card as well, right? So the opportunity of it coming is there. It's like 2 out of 40. I don't know what the math in that is or what the averages that is. Fen would know instantly because they're very good at that sort of thing. But yeah, 2 cards out of 40 is a lot better than just an instant death. Yeah. All right. Well, that's the fix. There we go. I'll do that there. Actually, I barely ever remember to account for solo play when I make my stuff. Yeah, there you go. So, makes perfect sense. There you go. That's what I'll do. All right. Well, then stay tuned. I'll go fix that, and then I might be. My chores are done for the day. So if I can survive the heat, I'll get some drink. I might be back later on. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, might be able to do some more stuff. But yeah, that was Angel. Thank you everybody for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Jax, Craig. I just say Craig. Is it actually meant to be pronounced Craig? Because it's CRA74IG. So I just go with it. I just go with Craig. So hopefully that's correct. If it's not, please correct me. Dipson jumped on, which is cool. Haven't seen Dip for a while. That was really cool. Dip just released a new scenario that looks pretty interesting, based on the Krakoa story with like the children of the future or the mutants of the future or something. I can't remember what they're called, but it looks pretty cool. So yeah, pretty sweet. Why is TTS going up and down? Very strange. But anyway, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Craig is right. Okay, cool. Sweet. Cray74ig. Yeah, I actually, the very first time I read it out loud, I did say Cray74ig. And I just felt like an idiot. I was like, I can't do this. Surely this can't be right. But Craig has confirmed that it is indeed Craig. So, anyway, thanks for watching. I may or may not jump on later on today. We'll see how it goes. I'll go do a quick tweak and then jump back on. If I do jump back on, it won't be as Angel. It'll most likely be as Faith, because I think she's the least play tested out of all of them. I think I've play tested everybody more than I have Faith. So where is she? Oh, here she is. She's here. So it'll most likely be Faith. Or Spike. I might flip. We'll see how it goes. Cool. Thanks everybody. As always, please make sure that you tell the people that you love them as often as you can. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.